Alright, y'all, we're back with some Kingdom. We got chapter 857. Last time we had seen, like, the most of the Yotanwa army start to catch on, at least to the deadly assassin that Zhao has, one of the 10 bows of China. So, yeah, let's see how this is about to play out. If you guys have been liking these reactions, or at least like me reading Kingdom, I do reactions for other stuff on my channel as well. I watch the One Piece anime, I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen right now, and I'm also watching a show called Black Sails. So yeah, if you guys are into any of that, please feel free to check that out. Or, at least throw me like a like or a subscribe or a share, Give me some of that validation. But yeah, on to the next chapter. Baggio's at it. Knowing that Yotanwa had fallen, the 4 units led by Baggio, Tajifu, Shunmen, and Kitari overwhelmed the enemy with fire-breathing fury. Damn. However, the overwhelming victory was limited to only those 4 units, which was not enough to change the tide of a massive battlefield with over 100,000 troops. Rather, with Sun Suiju, knowing that Yotanwa and Danto had fallen, his skillful tactics steadily shifted the battle in favor of the Zhao army. Yotanwa army headquarters. This is indeed bad. Is it, father? Uh-huh. Oh, it is, father. I thought she was being like cheeky. Is it? The Mountain Tribe army puts up a brave fight despite the trial of General Yotanwa's absence, but appearing in this dire situation was, chapter 857, a highly honorable foe. Well, who are they? No, that mask. It can't be. The ones known as the Phantom Tribe, even within the mountain tribes, said to be as rare as the ancient Mukampanda, or the Sages of the Mountains, the 100-Eyed Tribe. Oh shit. I feel like have we seen something like that before? Mukampanda. I feel like I've heard something similar in this series. Granted, I still have to go through like my first actual reread of this series, but the 100-Eyed Tribe, for whatever reason, that sounds familiar. 100-Eyed Tribe Chief Hadama, sure. Why has the phantom 100-Eyed Tribe suddenly appeared here? Daughter Yuduma. What is it, Chief Jin? Come to think of it, I heard something vaguely from Yotanwa-sama once. That if something were to happen to Yotanwa-sama, someone would appear to take command in her place. But since a what-if scenario regarding Yotanwa-sama hasn't happened in years, they never once appeared. Damn. Then that proxy is this 100-Eyed Tribe. And then that proxy is this 100-Eyed Tribe. It is the height of sadness, father. To think even the close aides serving at headquarters do not properly know of us. Damn. Do not lament, Udama. It is all Yotanwa's fault. Oh. Let me tell you, we have supported Yotanwa for years as her shadow strategist, devising strategies and tactics. Yotanwa hid our existence, saying she was afraid the 100-Eyed Tribe would be targeted and killed. As a result, she claimed all credit for past strategies and tactics as her own brilliance. Damn, that's hilarious. Was hailed as a genius by all, and further solidified her popularity. That monster of vanity and exhibitionism. Hilarious. I understand. So, the fact that you've come out now means you're taking command of headquarters? What else would it be, you monkeys? That was rude to the ape-handed tribe, father. Ape-handed? Okay. Baggio and the others hard fighting greatly demonstrated our rage to the enemy, but any more is unnecessary. Rather be careful not to lose those four. The Figo clan on the right will likely be defeated, but what we must focus on now is the Mera clan on the left. The reason is that their opponent is Riboku's aide, Bananji. His army is strong. Eh? You even grasped the enemy general's name? Of course I know. I investigated the enemy lineup in detail before it began. Eh? Even though I didn't say it out loud? That's hilarious. I know without you saying it, monkey boy. Yeah, I fucking love this guy. Do not underestimate my father. Even among the 100-eyed tribe who possess the greatest brains in the mountains, my father is feared as the divine intellect. And you are a genius who surpasses me. The divine intellect. Yeah, these guys are so cute. That's hilarious. Oh, stop it. What should we do now? That's so wholesome. Little father-daughter bonding over just like shitting on the intelligence of everybody else here. The Figo's disadvantage will affect Baggio and the others in the center. Amidst that, Bananji will come to crush the Mera clan, whom we rely because the enemy brain, Shunsuiju, will gather forces there. They cannot be stopped. Because the enemy Shunsuiju will gather forces there, they cannot be stopped. That said, the center is barely holding together as it is, and Yotanwa, who has the power to forcibly change the battle situation, is not here. Then, what should we do about the Bananji army? If even the Mera clan is defeated, we will surely suffer a crushing defeat. Exactly. Therefore, I have requested reinforcements. Since time is of the essence, I did it on my own authority. Okay. To think the Mountain Tribe army would expose such a disgraceful state so early in the battlefield. However, even if we become a dying body, as long as we do not actually die, it is fine. This great battle will be incredibly turbulent, won't it, Father? Damn. All right. If we become a dying body early on, erase our presence and endure. An unexpected opportunity may come our way. Of course, that is if Yotanwa does not die as is what I mean. Of course, that is so, Uduma. Where exactly did you request reinforcements from? It is a stroke of luck amidst misfortune. Man with the most flexible mind in this Grand Coalition army. Grand Coalition army, okay. So wait, hold on. If we become a dying presence early on, a dying body early on, erase our presence and endure, an unexpected opportunity may come our way. So they basically have to make it look like they're mostly defeated. Damn. It is a stroke of luck amidst misfortune. The man with the most flexible mind in this Grand Coalition. Oh my god. It is a stroke of luck amidst misfortune. The man with the most flexible mind in this Grand Coalition army. Gakuka Moten was in the adjacent battlefield. Aw, shit, baby. Moten time? What? General Yotanwa was struck down. Eh? No way. Impossible. Yotanwa is not dead, but the army will likely be pushed back significantly from here on. Therefore, I wish to request that the neighboring Moten army cross the mountain to the right with 10,000 reinforcements. I apologize, but I want to stem the negative impact of the Yotanwa's army's blunder here on the battlefield. Stem the negative impact of Yotanwa's army's blunder here on the battlefield. Son of Hadama, Nudama. So wait, we got Hadama, Udama, and Nudama. Well, 10,000 so early in the battle. Stupid. That's impossible. Is General Yotanma's life safe? I cannot say for sure. Right now, we are reading the flow of the battlefield on the assumption that she will survive. You are awfully fluent in the language of the plains because I'm a genius. I love it. It was the 100-eyed tribe that translated the plains language for Yotanma. Ah. All right, I will send 12,000 troops to the right and revise how we fight here. Moten-sama. Originally, the Bananji army on the right was putting pressure on us as well. By crossing blades, I'll bring them into my view. I am in your debt, General Moten. Damn. It helps that you are quick to understand. I will return to camp. Never forget the existence of the archer who shot Yotanma and Danto, General Moten. I know. I'll send riders immediately to share this with all commanders. Tell the Yotanma army's left wing to endure until our reinforcements arrive. Understood. Are you sure, Moten-sama? Even though we have more troops than the enemy here, 12,000 it can't be helped. Like that messenger said just now, if we don't firmly stop the impact here, it will create a distortion in the entire coalition army. But to think General Yotanma would fall so suddenly, does this mean Ruboku made his move by targeting the Yotanma army, which is closest to the royal capital Handan first? Interesting. I never expected to end up sending reinforcements to the Yotanma army. If anything, I was paying attention to the battlefield on the left, the Hishin unit, which has elements of uncertainty. About half the combat power in the Hishin unit's sector is the former Han army. How is the situation with the Kyokai army in the battlefield to the north of Hoken? According to the scouts' report, the Kyokai army is being pushed back. However, that area originally has 20,000 Kyokai's troops against 50,000 of Kisui's Zhao army. Considering the difference in troop numbers, it's only natural. The opponent is Kisui of the former. Oh my god. The opponent is Kisui of the former Rigan Castle. Solid general who is bold but never makes mistakes. Isn't Kisui the one that went up against Kanki from way back when? Oh, damn, I really need to reread the series. The difference in military strength will likely be reflected directly in the battle situation. The only thing that can break this is the former Han forces. Okay, the only thing that can break this is the former Han forces that the Kyokai army is supposedly using. But Sensai unit is struggling. They're retreating. Denton unit as well. Nanchin unit is fighting well, but part of it has collapsed. Then Kotsu unit is also requesting a second wave. Despite being a large army, they have no openings at all. That Bate army isn't showing its usual roughness either. They are extremely well trained. General, it's about time we rely on the power of the former Han army. Yeah. Pardon me. Wait. Hey. General Kyokai, please forgive my rudeness in speaking directly, but I thought it was urgent. I am Rakuasha entrusted with the command of 20,000 troops by General Yoko to come to General Kyokai's aid. Oh shit, some Han army folks. I wish to receive permission to divide our 20,000 men into 2 groups of 10,000 and join the battle as both wings to stop the enemy's momentum. Rakua. Could it be Rakuasha? So is he like the son of Rakuakan that Shin slayed way back when? I heard from General Ryoko. I am grateful. I was thinking of having your army lend its strength a little later. No. It is no problem. At this moment, a terrifying imagination crossed the minds of the staff of the Kyokai camp. It was the thought of what would happen if the former 20,000 Han troops deployed to the left and right were to betray them. Although they had trained together for the past year and built trust, this was their first actual battle fighting together. If they were to revolt, the Kyokai army would be surrounded by a total of 70,000 troops and their breath would be stopped in an instant. Furthermore, the one who appeared before them, appealing to join the war, was the young man believed to be the orphan of Rakuakan. Yep. Then I will move the army immediately. Let's go, huh? Wait, Rakuasha. Although I did not cross blades with him directly, your father Rakuakan was a great general of Han. Do you hold no grudge against the Qin army that killed your father? Good thing that you're asking, yeah. Kyokai, general. I am 16 now. I was not allowed to join the previous battle, and I was not called back from my training grounds. Thinking back now, I believe my father was preparing for every eventuality. When Shinte fell and my father entered Ron Castle with the suicide squad, I rushed there as well. Of course, to die with him. But my father did not allow it. Interesting. If you are Rakuakan's son, inherit my will and move forward. Frustration and hatred are different. My father said before we parted, the Qin army I faced was a highly honorable foe. The two battles I lost were frustrating, but they were honorable. My father's eyes at that time were as proud as ever. Even so, it took me half a year to settle it within myself. The fact that Han perished and my father died, it is frustrating enough to tear this body apart. However, what is in this heart is not hatred. This is true, unadorned sentiment. This is my true, unadorned sentiment right now. Is this answer acceptable, General Kyokai? Yeah, thank you. I think my subordinates are many times more relieved if I had just said it was okay. No. We were... General Yoko was saying, Rakuasha, your return has revived the nobility that was once lost within the army. I intend to fight so as to not tarnish my father's name. We need a name. From now on, your army shall call itself the Rakua Army. Aw, yeah, baby. Gratefully. The road ahead is long, Rakuasha. Do not die. Aw, yeah. Love that Kyokai just can do that, too. It's like, I name you the Rakua Army from henceforth. After this battle, get your own flags. The 20,000 troops led by Rakuasha, the keepsake of Rakuakan, entered both wings. The Kyokai army, now totaling 40,000, began to reverse the tide of battle against the 50,000 strong Kisui army. Aw, yeah, baby. Give me 1 second, guys. There was a man who was intently watching the former Han army's passionate fight from afar. It was Seikaun, who was heading north, our assassin. The man ranked #1 in the 10 bows of China stood motionless like a stone for a while. The group led by Seikaun, having started running again, moved swiftly. They crossed the mountains like the wind, and finally, they arrived at the battle of their target, the Hishin units of Rishin. Aw, shit, man. Alright, so I think last time I was expecting them to like shift to focus to the like Shin's side of the battle, but I guess that's going to be next chapter. So yeah, I'm excited. But alright, yeah, I have to go. But yeah, till next time.